Once upon a time, my grandpa stopped at a big tree while he was climbing a big mountain and looked to the northwest. And saw a huge snow-white birdie with its wings spread wide. He took off flying after the birdie, and as he got closer, he saw something super important inside its belly. The birdie had swallowed... I always get sleepy about that part of the story, so I don't remember. I know where the big tree is, though. It's over there. Do you see it? Grandpa said he saw the snow-white birdie from that tree. Now, what did that snow-white birdie swallow? Can't hear the story from Grandpa anymore. Oh my god, that's dark. Hi, Easy Texan. Hi, Nightwing. So I was going to do some of this off camera, and then I ended up spending time with my nieces. I don't feel super bad about that, but I do apologize for this dead air that you're about to watch. So, welcome to Dead Air, the game. Seriously, this game has so much dead air. I was actually thinking about it. It's, kind of terrifying to think about. Hey, Blade Tavall. And hi, Ars Roost. Say hi. Hey, Baron. Oh, extremely low density. Hello, Robostal. God, I remember hating this section. Or rather, this minigame. Stupid flight range. I was actually thinking about that, Blade Tibble. I will no doubt be accused of many things for this opinion, but I think several of the previous Zeldas have better brickwork than this one. Not that this game isn't pretty, but, like, it's more like, oh, that's pretty, as opposed to, wow, that's amazing. And then, wow, this is also amazing. And wow, this other place is also amazing. You know what I mean? A lot of amazing going on. Okay, hold up. I have a horrible feeling I'm going to have to do this in order to make this damn thing pop out. And that is truly terrible. Oh, this is a DLC shrine. Oh, okay. Well, then we can just skip this. Oh, thank God. So, next, if I can hit the right button. Listen, hitting buttons is hard, okay? It definitely has some open world syndrome going against it, no question. Perhaps ironically, and I know this is an extraordinarily unpopular opinion, but I kind of think the game should have just been, like, the plateau. And then, you know, repeat that a couple of times. Let me explain that a little bit better. So imagine instead of just, hey, here's this giant, mostly empty world of Doom. You go through the plateau, and it's like, oh, that was awesome. And then you get to another area where there's another section of map. And it's like, oh, this is also awesome. And you get the general gist of that. Have there be regions you go through, similar to the plateau. So I can literally see through the rock in there. Well, I could earlier. Ugh, lots of rocks. Speaking of rocks. Birds. Sniper Octos. Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. So, how do we get in here? I'm sorry. Could you, like, not? Is there a thing you could do? Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Micromono. Oh, that sucks. Jesse Ward, I'm sorry. Well wishes and hopes that you get better as quickly as you can. Octo-Rock Traveler. Here. Alright, Google, how do I get in here? I mean, that's not really a joke, Arspruce? Spot. I'll take the Korok seed, though. Yeah, haha, you found me. Okay, 30 more minutes ago? Well, I haven't given the durability negatives yet, Easy Text. But you're correct, there are quite a few positives I have not given yet as well. So that score is not actually indicative at the moment. I swear to God, if I'm going to regret not having a frickin' leaf now because there's none nearby. Okay. The guides I have are really frustratingly vague. The biggest hint they keep saying is, look for the torches. And I'm like, I'm apparently blind because I do not see any torches. I'm just looking around now. Oh, hey. We're also about to have a blood moon, so that's cool. I mean, I don't really care. It's just a respawn. I mean, that's part of the durability problem, really, Loke. That's how those kind of conjoined systems work. Did I throw that down? Nope. Gonna make it. Honestly, I agree, Spartan. I've heard a lot of good things about Tears, and I anticipate it'll score reasonably well. But, yeah, can we have, like, something else? I suppose we'll find out in a few years. Okay, that looks promising. What do we got? Ah! Torches in a cave. Behold the power of Choco Anger. Alright, so. Honestly, for as much as I complain, I was thinking about it recently. You know how gaming companies and the industry in general have gotten a lot worse lately? Like, a lot worse. Pretty much ever since COVID, to nail it down to a specific event. Damn it. Oh, jeez. Should have kept my buff. God damn it. I'm probably thinking, what does that have to do with anything? I'm just grateful that Nintendo is still putting out good games. Mario Wonder was not that long ago, you know? And, well, there's a non-zero chance that'll change in the future. They'll follow the path of all the other companies trying to chase money instead of trying to be a good company. And I hope that day never comes. But, you know. Alright. So now let's try this one. Jeez. Actually, no. Let's just go for the red one. I mean, the fact that Nintendo is still the shining bastion of quality and probably the best overall large-scale developer out there probably says all it needs to at the moment, despite all the issues we have with them. Is there seriously no other way out here? Oh my god. Well, in that case, I might as well do this one over here. I don't know if they make God money. They do make money. That's why I made that distinction earlier. A company that tries to chase growth causes issues. That's not even opinion anymore. That is demonstrable fact. A company can make money without chasing growth. And yes, the Switch is the third top-selling console ever. Nintendo's doing fine. Oh, this looks fun. And that's just lava. Okay. We're cool. Everything's cool here. That was just a hell of a lunge. Yes it was, Blitchel. Okay. hold up, hold up. Where's my low health fruit? I mean, quite frankly, Sean, yes. But I don't know how long that would stay. And it's not like those two companies are perfect. They're just better than the opposition, you know what I mean? Not that I'm in favor of it, but it really does feel sometimes like we just have to put up with nonsense when it comes to Nintendo in order to get the good aspects of Nintendo. Which, you know, that's not how life works, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I was just expecting something like that. That was just mean, game. Can't hate this music. Yeah, I just died. Holy crap. I need to refill that in a minute. This stupid thing. I'll take that. Oh god, Jesse Ward. I can even see immediately what you mean by that. That sucks. Dynamax battles, but well, especially the I can't remember what it's called, the Dynamax section that you just go through and that's what you do. Those Dynamax battles. So at least that's what I'm assuming. No, not the raids. It was in the second DLC. Are those required? Not as usual. That's an interesting question. I've never even heard of it, French philosopher. What is it? Tell me more. Hey, Euro. How'd the soup turn out? Survival horror. Alright, already against it. Already against it. Tell me more. No, game. That's not even close to what I'm doing. Game. Game. Game! Game. There you go. Jesus. Ugh. Yep, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Sounds horrifyingly terrible. In all honesty, for a horror game I've never heard of, my automatic inclination is towards a no. But, well, what actually have to happen is I'd have to look into it, because I've never heard of it. I'm not going to say no to a game I've never heard of. That's just awful. Jesus. Feel better, Jesse Ward, please. But that's why we have the backup concept for the philosopher. Man, just imagine hookshotting up here from midair while gliding. Why did they get rid of the hookshot? That would have worked so well with a game so focused on exploration and traversal as this one. I should mention, in case I didn't make it clear, the hookshot was in the game. Like, it was done. They had programmed it. It was functional and playable. And they cut it out. Just to really emphasize how awful that is. Hey, Darkrai, the first. Clarify nowadays. Well, that's a good thing, Darkrai, because this is, in fact, Metroid Prime music. Oh, you're right, sorry. Let me go ahead and play the in-game music really quick. Wow, there's actually music playing. Usually there isn't. That's a bear. That is, in fact, a bear. Yeah, do you like this? Music? Music-y. Ah, right, I meant to answer that earlier, Hira. So almost every armor suit in the game has only one source of it, other than buying it. And buying it back takes thousands and thousands and thousands of rupees. So that sucks. So generally speaking, you don't want to lose your armor because, oh god, snow blindness. Because we've been really lucky so far because I've been traveling at night. Because getting that armor back is going to be a colossal pain. And most, not all, suits of armor in the game have some use or another, right? It may be situational, or only for a certain area, or only for a certain puzzle. But generally speaking, you're going to want all of those armor suits at some point or another. Is that a rhino? That is a rhino. Actually, while we're here... Okay, we've already got the moose. Ugh, these mises. It reminds me of a random D&D show I watched where they were like, alright, we've got a dire moose. And someone's like, what the hell's a dire moose? Moose are already dire. I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty much right up there with dire bear, right? Got it. A dire hippo. Oh, God. No, thank you. Looks like this is my best possible spot to cross the unmitigating doom. That's... dire. Hopefully never, Sean. And I mean that. Nintendo has continued to exist in its own little pocket dimension for a while. And call me a weirdo, but I hope that continues. The last thing we need is for Nintendo to become just like every other AAA company out there. I've actually heard the argument that, by the usual classifications, Nintendo shouldn't qualify as AAA. Not because it's too small, and not because it doesn't have the access or the budget or anything else that qualifies as AAA, but just because the environment that Nintendo exists in is so different. AAA development is something that, by its very existence, leans and sits on board meetings and investors and stock market prices. That's how they afford all that stuff, is because they've got tons and tons of money cycling around tons and tons of other money. Nintendo, let me put it to you this way. How much running debt do you think Microsoft is running right now? I should actually look this up so I don't give an inaccurate number here. Hang on. Because all this kind of stuff is public opinion. So right now, Microsoft is running about an $80 billion debt. Now, if you're thinking that's that's a small amount, then you're high. But that is an absolutely insane amount of active running debt. Now, running debt is kind of a weird concept because by all accounts, you do actually want debt in a large-scale company. You do, and I mean that sincerely. It is something that is weird and complicated, but it has to do with how you're constantly moving money through your company, right? If you have no debt whatsoever, then what that means is you're not doing anything because you pull in debt to accomplish something, to pull in profit, to pay off the debt. That's how the cycle's supposed to work. If the debt just sits there and rots, you get $80 billion in debt. Now, if I look up Nintendo, how much debt do you think they have? $14 million. Now, that probably sounds like a lot. It isn't. That is a pittance. That is so pathetically small. I actually had to triple check that number when I read it the other day, because I actually thought it was inaccurate data. That's Nintendo. Right there. That, for anybody who knows anything about AAA development or finances or how companies operate, 14 million debt is insane. It also means that Nintendo is doing very, very, very well. It means they have a tremendous amount of ownership and I forget what it's called, market power over their own company. Microsoft can be ordered to do things by its own investors and by the boards and holding companies that functionally have lines on those debts. Nobody can tell Nintendo what to do. And that's just one distinction there, one difference in operating procedures. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but I need it. Literally need. So, I mean, I could use frost armor, but... Anyways, point overall being, Sean, I hope Nintendo never becomes a company that has $80 billion in debt. Ooh, my first gourmet meat. Yeah, that's another interesting thing. Nintendo, as absolutely bizarre as this sounds, is not that big of a company in terms of raw money. Just money. Now, they've got tremendous reach, they have incredible cultural influence, and they have connections everywhere. If Nintendo wants to release a game somewhere, there's an extremely high chance they are going to be successful at doing so. If they want to tap someone, pretty much anywhere in the world, for resources or art design, or to bring in a new company, new talent like they did with Mercury Steam in order to work on their games, they can do that. They have most of the reach and scope of a AAA company without most of the financial burdens of one. Like I said, Nintendo's kind of unique, and I hope they stay that way for as long as they can. So for all the crap, including all the negatives I've given this game and other games like it, like Pokemon Arceus recently is another example, for the love of God, keep doing you, Nintendo. Please. It could be worse. Could they erase their debt completely? Who? Microsoft or Nintendo? Because Nintendo could erase that debt today if they felt like it. As I kind of pointed out, that would actually be a bad move. Could Microsoft erase their debt? So you know all those layoffs that are happening right about now? Anyways, moving on immediately from that topic. I got time to do something that should be physically impossible here. Love the climbing in this game. In any other game, I see this ledge here, and I'm like, well, that's the end of this trip. I have time to find a way around. Nope. Right up the ledge. Come on. Oh my god, how close do I have to get? Ah! Lost him. Wait, there's one! I can remember the button. Nah, it's gone. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to psychotically get everything for that. But, yeah, I'm going to get a few things. I've been getting as I go. It's fun enough. Fill out the encyclopedia. So yeah, welcome to the edge of the world out here. Look, I try to avoid 100%ing games. Unless it's fun. That's pretty much always the rule. Oh, absolutely, Jolly Leprechaun. Ooh, very nice. Oh, there goes that sword that you liked. It's okay. I just got a halberd. I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring it! Honestly, yeah, Gavator, there's very few things in this game I find frustrating. Now, there are a couple, but most of them are minigame related, which, honestly, isn't that every Zelda game? Like, I can't be the only one who when I 100%ed Ocarina, started to hate myself by the end of that, you know? Oh, my loot! My loot! I mean, there's a bunch of minigames in Ocarina I don't remember fondly. But, having said that, all of those problems go away in the 3DS version. Isn't that weird? It's almost like having a good control system suddenly makes the game a lot better. Might as well do this while we're out here. God, yeah, Bomb Chew Bowling. Oh my god. And then getting perfect on the Rupee Arrow game. You remember that? I can manage that usually like second try with the gyros. I only did that once ever on the N64. Combat! Major combat. Nope. Nope, 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 nobody, nope, nope, nope. We are not messing with that nonsense. I'm not even sure we're ready for a moderate at the moment. Okay, let's grab this one next. Yeah, exactly, Rex. I do have the edge of duality. Duality. I can talk, too. Did you know that talking is a skill that some people have? Yeah, let's not burn all our weapons doing one major trial, shall we? You found me. I love this. So for those of you who didn't notice, I actually it took off my boots, my frost boots, to put on my climb boots. Which I find amusing because it means I'm traipsing through the snow in sandals. Or whatever these are. It's okay though. I'm fine because the rest of me is cold. Or cold resistance. Listen, Koroks being cute means I won't murder their entire species when I'm done here. That's all I got, okay? There's only so much I can deal with. Did I already get rid of... Not yet, not yet. Getting there, though. I'm not trying to murder species, I'm just saying. Koroks. Please zoom in, please. There we go. Yeah, I do need to go up, but I could probably go up here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like an entire house made out of Koroks, right? Just Korok walls, Korok tables, Korok chairs, you know, stuff like that. Not sure how up this is. It might be pretty up. We can't go pretty up. Funny, the first thing I saw was everyone trying to replicate the airship from the trailer. And then, about a week in, people were making robots. Giant mechas. I don't think we're going to manage that. I'm not that ambitious. Or, to be slightly more accurate, I don't have that kind of time. But I do anticipate we'll spend at least a little bit of time building. Oh, I was right there. I was right there. I was right there. God damn it. Ah, okay, that sucked. Alright. Back up. I'm a little surprised I lived through that, but at the same time, did I really? Or is this just, what is it? Canis or whatever? The 9th layer of hell? No, Sean. Phil Spencer is fine. He's probably, unironically, one of the better big executives amongst gaming. Now, that's sort of pathetic, but it's still true. Bobby Kotick is a disgusting, horrible human being who got away with all kinds of things that are actually criminally illegal and should land him in actual criminal court. Phil Spencer is nothing. Bobby Kotick was really, really, really terrible. Most people do not understand that. Because most people haven't researched the man like I did when I was looking up the Activision thing about a year and a half ago. you want to see a mountain, Skyrim? This is a mountain. Yeah, Bobby Kotick is a vile human being. He is an evil man, legitimately, and I say that without joking or hyperbole to get across the point. I wouldn't say Phil Spencer is as bad as Berman, but yes, Ross. A friend of mine told me about a saying, and then I heard it like 3 or 4 more times, like the week after, from various people. The fish rots from the head, I believe is how it goes. As much as it absolutely sucks for the industry as a whole, really, that Microsoft bought Active Blizzard, I'm still glad it happened, because we got rid of Bobby Kotick. That is pathetic and terrible, but it is still worth the price. Let's try over here. In my opinion. I look forward to being proven wrong. That was weird. He does literally look like a demon, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Ooh, money. We have a pittance of money. That's the wrong weapon. The Black Book. That's one of those things I don't like to even acknowledge exists. Just, ugh. What the hell? Well, Todd Howard's interesting, because either he believes his own hype, or he doesn't, and that sort of changes a bit about Todd Howard. Please stop carrying this stupid bomb. Thank you. Okay. That's gonna kill me. If he believes his own hype, he's delusional. If he doesn't, he's a con man. Pick a pick. I also firmly believe something I said several times during the Starfield run. I think he's arrogant. I think he has so much pride that it never occurs to him for a second that he's wrong about anything he's doing. And gone. Where's the stupid thing? It's gotta be here, right? No, not at all, Ross. That's ridiculous. Can he be both? I would lean towards no. If you believe your own hype, then you're an idiot. You're delusional. You really think the things you're saying. You're not trying to con anybody into anything. Like, intent matters. I was just thinking that, Pyro. Never did actually go and hunt, get more wood, but I do still have 5. So we'll try this. I hope that this is the right one. Nope. This does not appear to be what I wanted. Chest, at least. That's a really nice claymore that I usually save to fight Lionels. A little early. Okay, where is it? To the map. Let's see, this is the one here. Where? Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. The entrance is literally on the other side of the mountain. Okay. That's cool. I'm cool. That's It's not my fault Oblivion's a great game, Yura. Just think about walking into Chade and all. Hearing the guards talk nonsensically to the NPCs. Dude's getting kicked out of his house. You go to talk to the guard murders him in his face. Right in front of you in cold blood, in broad daylight. Okay, hold on. So it's like down here somewhere? Jeez. No, it's not. That's not Hyrule. That was Oblivion. So, okay. Although you're right, Hyrule is mean, as I currently have to traverse this mountain to get where I'm going. Ooh, a wildberry. And a dead fox. As it should be. No, I was too slow. You get to live this time, fox wolf thing. After I steal your delicious meat. The Earthbound line. Yeah, it kind of implies more, too, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm looking for a pond. You talking about this pond over here? This one, Frieza? It's the only one I see in the area, so yeah, it has to be that. Alright, so let's move red over here. God, that is not a short distance. Oh, wow, I can't even imagine that, Jesse's Mask. Like, I was blown away by Oblivion when it came out, but I was well experienced with CRPGs, PC RPGs, etc. Hell, I played Morrowind. At that point, I'd already been playing WoW. It's a weird thought. Okay, so I need to get a snowball here. This is what it was talking about. And that's why. Okay, okay. I'm found. Duh, but I'm found. Okay, so now I need a snowball. Oh, I would turbo die if I fell in there. I'm pretty sure ice water does damage even when I'm at this level of snow protection. And I don't think I would have the stamina to get back out. So I would just, you know, stamina to death, essentially. Maybe? Maybe? Booyaka. So for the first time since I've gone on this northern journey, I'm going to save. So I'll take that as success. Oh, speaking of which, back to Metroid Prime music. It's real music going on. What was that? That's some Subnautica level stuff right there. Look at that monster. Look at that thing. You can fit a 747 in that. Oh, I'm glad you're actually liking it. I didn't think you would, Ross. Oh. Well, let's see what it is. Oh, God. Poor Jabu Jabu. Or at least this reality's version of Jabba Jabba. Might be Jolly Leprechaun. Might be one of my avoid Hoppy Wrong songs. Yep, it is. Combat. Oh, it's just a blessing. Do I have weapon space? I do not. What could I lose? I could lose my earlier sledgehammer. And maybe my sword. That's all I'd be willing to get rid of at this point. Yeah, no, the lock-on is mandatory for Prime. It's like I was telling you in Discord the other day. They designed the game around their limitations, and I think that was the right move. So we'll drop that. This is slightly less appropriate music. I'm going to leave it on, though. I'll allow it. Pretty much, Jesse's Mask. I was going to get some rupees going so we could get a horse and some upgrades. And then I saw for myself exactly how nightmarishly horrible rupee farming is going to be. And as I gazed into the jaws of despair, I gave up all hope of life and joy. So now we're doing this instead. Honestly, it might just be fastest to walk out from here. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, Sean. These people have been down here for 10 millennia. Well, I need rupees to unlock the Great Fairy Fountains in order to be able to upgrade my armor. I need rupees in order to be able to get a horse. Steed? No. Stable? A horse? And something else I can't even remember right now. Because I've been working on it for so long at this point. That I've just kind of been working on it this entire time. No, there's several well-known ways to farm rupees in this game. They're all pretty well trod at this point. There is a method, it's just rather boring, and I didn't have time to do it during my lunch break because I decided to prioritize spending time with my nieces rather than farming rupees in a video game. You can tell how much I'm broken up about this decision. Now, this is appropriate music. Back off. Back off. You don't want some of this. Warned you. I might try to Lionel while we're out here, because I know there is one. We'll work our way up to that. After all, the last stop up here is the Labyrinth. Nice, congrats, Secteft. Very, very, very minor complaint. I wish that this game's hot and cold thing worked a little bit differently. You're probably thinking, what do you mean? You point in the direction and it says you're going the direction. Well, no. You move in the direction it says you're going the right direction. So if you stand still and look around trying to figure out where to go, sucks to be you. You have to actually be moving like this. And it's really minor, and I'm certainly not going to ding it, but that's always thrown me a little bit. Just a little. Okay, so I was not expecting that. Okay. So, we're dead? I don't know the buttons. How do you block? What's the block button? I don't know how to block. I don't know how to block. No. I mean, we're dead here, so we might as well go for this. Nope. I don't actually know the timing, because I basically never do that. Oh god, Frieza. Whoops. Looks like it didn't retain that. Round 2, as they say. Yeah, I didn't think there were any active Guardians up here. How many negatives did I give walk speed? Traversal over in Starfield. Real question, I don't remember. Yeah, that takes a while to unsheath. Can I help you? You know what? I don't need that. Let's just get rid of that beeping, shall we? Save. No reason. My favorite of the 4 champions? Well, it's not Bird Brain, for obvious reason. 6 sounds about right, overall. 2 just for the walking itself, though. That also sounds about right. Thank you. So it's not Bird Brain. And Fish Face, nah. So that leaves only Goron Face and Gerudo Face. I'm actually torn between those two, since I tend to like both archetypes. But I'll definitely pick one of those two. Oh, geez, we're about to be blinded. Hope you didn't like having eyes. Eyes be gone! Oh my god, it's actually getting worse somehow! Okay. I am now legally blind. Let's look up where this one is. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose I haven't had this on all day. Look, I'm a professional streamer, okay? Professionally worthless. Alright, so... find these things. Yeah, you kept your clip glasses, right? Clips glasses. And no, I don't mean the ones that'll help you with the mercs in Mass Effect 2. That is blinding. I can barely see against that rock face there. Oh, Rivali definitely has the best champion ability, 100%. There's a reason we're doing his thing first. Okay, so. That's what I could have done. But instead, I did this. Which Zelda game would I most like to live in? Oh, jeez. My first thought is Spirit Tracks. It's the first one that jumps to my mind immediately. Not sure there's any other candidates. Let me think about that for a minute. Zelda 1. But there's no, like, life in Zelda 1. There's no towns. There's no anything. Yeah, exactly. Spirit Tracks has infrastructure and a city, and honestly, they're mostly past most of the major crises of, you know, the series. Oh yeah, Wind Waker's characters were quite happy in the post-apocalypse they were living in. But that's part of the charm of Wind Waker overall. Weirdly enough. Oh, it's like over there. So where's the cave entrance? Yeah, true enough, Jelly Leprechaun. Oh, hey. The blindingness has gone away. Thank God. We can see. We can see. Oh, God, no, it's coming back. Ham. Sorry. Oh, for God's sakes. Grab the... There you go. Link, I need you to grab the wall. You're gonna fall if you don't grab the link. I mean the wall. You can grab the link too. I'm okay with that. Lord knows everybody else wants to grab Link in this game. What are my bets? Combat? Combat. Major combat. Cool. Okay. So anyways, Then I left. Hello, Evo. Listen, be honest, Evo. The only reason you're watching right now is because you want to grab a nice big hunk of Link. Admit it. It's okay. We all want it. You know what's really funny is if not for the durability system, I would actually try the major combat ones. I mean, it'd be mean, but I could probably do it. Just take a little bit of practice, and it'll be a good way to get into practice for some of the harder stuff in the game. But again, durability is ammo, functionally. Which means I literally don't think I have enough ammo to kill the major bosses. I might. We do have a decent set of weapons right now, all things considered. But I might not. And as Frieza pointed out earlier, even if we do, it'll probably just end up with me being dry on weapons afterwards. And since I'm building up towards doing a dungeon soon, blinding light! I kind of want to be ready for that. Behold the glory of the sun! Burning directly into your retinas. The back of your skull is now illuminated. Behold! Behold its glory! It's just straight up Hoth. It's just Hoth again. Oh my god. Like, I couldn't tell I was moving there for a second because there was no indication other than the sound and the animation of me. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. This is an Assassin's Creed loading screen for a few minutes there. Holy crap. Like I said, the bloom gets worse. In the interest of fairness, that's probably as bad as the bloom will ever get. I think we've peaked. I think we did it. Yeah, we had sunglasses in the GameCube era. Why don't we have sunglasses in this game? You know, I'm sorry. This is really off topic. I was just looking at my own appearance here. I look wide, don't I? Like, I know I have broad shoulders. I always have, but look at that. It's kind of weird to see there. Okay. We made it. Alright, now to immediately Google it, and not even try to guess how to figure out this one. We're just gonna immediately Google it. No hesitation. Where are we? Yeah, it's kind of like, because, I mean, this is ARM, right? Like, this is ARM. Okay, so, under a rocky outcropping. Okay. Let me look to the right. 1 inch, 1 nanomillimeter. I found it! I guess the only goal I have right now, to answer you, Yura, is get 13 hearts. Once I have 13 hearts, I can get the Master Sword. Once I have the Master Sword, I can beeline everything else. And just do as much of the content as we can. Okay. Got this. Okay, I did it. Okay, so I didn't do it. Did I? I cannot believe that worked. Okay. For those of you not paying attention, I just completely skipped that puzzle. Like 100%. With a little physics. But that's okay. That's how physics puzzles work. I mean that sincerely. One of the things I like about physics-based puzzles, and indeed Zelda puzzles in general, is they don't have one solution. I suppose not every Zelda puzzle falls in that, but you get my point. The Zelda style of puzzle. Rather than being, do this or die, it's like, okay, how are you going to deal with this? Now, let me think about this for a second. Congrats, Eva. Did you get rid of Miss Bouncy? Who has captivated the hearts of everybody in the courtroom? I like how we just have a quest. Destroy Ganon. Yeah, game. I caught that. Did you know Ganon is barely a character in this game? Actually, isn't. Quite literally is not a character in the game. Okay, why don't we get... Why don't... How many rupees do we have? We have jack all for rupees. Okay. So let's pause in our shrining for a second. Let's readjust course a little bit. Let's try something a little different. A little different. I do, R-Spruce. I was just thinking about that, too. I'll have to look up the optimal sell price for those, but yeah. But I do want to poke it... Well... Do I, though? Do I? Sorry, I'm debating with myself here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's knock this out of the way. That'll check our orb count, because I'm not sure what orb count is out. Then we'll do something weird. Okay, so we're at 7. So one more will get us 2 more hearts. And I could use 2 more hearts. Hello, Ramble. You're probably wondering, where's the next dungeon? It's right there. Or I guess in this case I should say the first dungeon. I know, right, PM Triox? I don't know how deliberate that was, but it is kind of funny. Let's go with this instead, actually. Yeah, 9 hearts should be enough. And we do have a decent swath of weapons right now, too. And burning those weapons on a dungeon is probably the right call. So we're going to do this shrine, or one more shrine in general. Yeah, I'm kidding, Pimp Trucks. Then we're going to go do the first dungeon. Get Rivali's dust? Rivali's extremely useful ability. And that's going to be a great unlocker for a lot of things. Gale, that's it. Rivali's Gale. I know it started with a G. I just stalled on that. Rivali's Gall? No. Rivali's Gallbladder? Rivali's Gluckatu? God, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, Yura. Although, I guess the more accurate answer would be, I'm planning on trying out the different control mechanisms, seeing which one works for me best. Rivali's Ganon! That's it! That's it. I do admit it feels weird. I know I have a definitive goal in my mind, but it really doesn't feel like it. It also doesn't feel like I'm making any progress. Which, again, is weird, because I can point to the map and say that I'm making progress. I sure don't feel like it, you know? You ever play a game like that? Where you're just like, it's been 8 hours, and you're like, what have I been doing for 8 hours? Is it combat? It is, and it's a major. Oh my god. Okay, we're just... There's only 20 of these. There's only 20 combat shrines total. And of those, not many of them are majors. No, I'm not going to waste the weapons right before we do a dungeon on that. Where am I? Where am I? I don't see a memory here. Oh, never mind. There it is. There it is. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Woo! It's literally... Once again, if I just looked 5 feet in front of me, I would have found the memory instantly. Alright, who's ready for voice acting? What do you define as the second half, Spartan? Real question. Because I know that the moment I got my Berserker armor and the Master Sword was a game changer.
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one. But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow.
There's actually a decent amount of voice acting in this game.
I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort. It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders. Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please.
Like, I really do vibe with the idea of her story. Even if I'm not super into the execution of it.
Stop following me!
The direction is weird. And that's my honest answer there. I don't hate it like the overwhelming majority of people do. But speaking as a voice director, there was definitely a bit of oddity when she was being voice directed. I mean, Metroid Dread only really has... Well, I shouldn't even say really. Metroid Dread has 4 voice actors, total. Of those, one of them voices 99% of the dialogue in that game. Having said that, he does a banger job. Anyways, like, I've heard a few people say it's the modulation, and those people have never worked with voices before. Modulation cannot and will not work if the voice acting is not designed to support it. Trust me. In fact, it's actually more challenging than that, because you need to be voice acting in a unique way that then affects the modulation to make it sound better. So, definite praise to Adam in Metroid Dread. Behold the Cliffs of Eternity. God, look at those monsters. I do like how even just visually at a glance, you look at those and you think, yeah, there's no getting up those. Which is true. There isn't. Without some bullcrap. I forget what we need Luminous for, but I'll take it. I'm getting lucky with that so far. That didn't even move it. Alright. Please don't be a combat shrine. Please. Please? Oh yeah, your weapons take damage from everything. Puzzles, stasis, wind shrines, hitting switches. Oh. Well, this weapon's like gonna die anyways in a second here. So. Goodbye, Halberd. You know, I don't know the actual durability. Yeah, let's look that up. Let's look that up. We were just using a Knight's Halberd. Let's see if we've got data on that, shall we? Here we go. Knight's Halberd has... Oh, variable. That's interesting. Interesting. So, I never knew this. Durability is random in this game. It looks like it is a range, yeah. By the way, the Master Sword has a 10-minute recharge. Wow. Anyways, the spear we just lost had 40 durability. Which is interesting because on paper, that sounds like more than I thought it would. And then I realized that, no, that's actually terrible. That's 40 swings of a weapon. And if that sounds like a lot, that's maybe 8 enemies of low health or middling health. And that's a high-end, late-game piece of gear. Like, that was a knight piece of gear, which is like 3rd to last tier? No, 4th to last tier, excuse me. Here, I can actually look it up, because I got the chart right here. Excuse me, it is 3rd. It is 3rd tier. Behind the unique stuff, and then the ultra stuff. Wow. It's okay, I can just replenish my weapons. Oh, wait, I have no more inventory space with which to do so. Oh, it totally does, Evo. I will admit, thanks to the fact that I've already played this game, I'm kind of already in the mindset of trying to churn through my weapons deliberately. But I'd be lying if I said it doesn't hurt leaving 3 good swords on the ground. Because I just cannot afford to do anything with them. I just have better on me. Although, I could lose the Zora sword, actually. So I think we'll do that. Can you repair your weapons? No. Oh, and that's our inventory spaces. By the way, I've upgraded this 3 times. I mean, I could get rid of this. Yeah, okay, I will. I will. Yeah. Over here. I know one person who actually likes the durability in this game. Most people I know don't think the durability is that big of an issue, or like the game despite it. I'll admit, as a non-looter, I do like not having to loot. Except that's a total lie, isn't it? You have to loot all the time. I mean, this is a lot of people's first Zelda game. It's the Final Fantasy X of the Zelda series. Except that's a lie, because that's actually Ocarina, but let's not get into that. Really? And yeah, you can get some very, very good weapons. Oh no. Oh no. Very, very good weapons in Hyrule Castle. Pretty much right out the gate. As soon as you leave the plateau, you can get some really good stuff in Hyrule Castle. And since there's no strength stat to speak of, other than, you know, the Berserker gear, which is end game gear, not late game, end game. Yeah, no, you can Shrek stuff from word go. If you know what you're doing, which, as you might imagine, I do not. Damn it! I don't even understand how that happened. We're just gonna live with that. Oh, hang on. Let me pull up the queue. Let me hit the stream brakes. What do we got? What do we got? What's the question? What's the question? Dear Lord, why do you suck? Well, my mother was a vacuum cleaner. This game has little in terms of MSQ. What about the other parts? Flavor, story, side quests, doodad design. So one of the stated goals of the developers over and over and over, they've said this so many times, in so many interviews, even before the game came out, was they wanted this game to feel lonely. They wanted this big, empty, desolate world that you're exploring. And they succeeded. And that really is the problem, if I might be blunt. The game is kind of vacuous and devoid of most of the aspects of story. Which is very weird. I have, and this is not a joke, seen Mega Man games that have more story than this game. Now, to say there isn't a story in here is, of course, inaccurate, but there are huge swaths of emptiness. In fact, if you've been paying any kind of attention, everything I've been doing since I came back from the lunch break qualifies. I've just been running around doing shrines, and these shrines are devoid of story. They don't even have the traditional brickwork going for them. Good evening, Uthor. No, this. That's a nice sword that I don't have room for. Yeah, there's a reason I've been trying to do so much of this stuff off camera. Something I am extraordinarily unapologetic about. Oh, absolutely, PM Triox. Well, you see, 10,000 years ago, Evo. Yes, really. There was this hyper-advanced civilization that was fighting against Ganon. Then 10,000 years passed, during which nothing happened. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? And now we're here. Yeah, if I could be blunt, the fact that the world hasn't recovered this much in 100... Ho, ho, ho! I'll take that. Hasn't recovered this much in 100 years is something I should probably give it a negative for, because I'm going to give that negative to Fallout 3. So, I'm going to do that. And you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with Fallout 3? Well, Fallout 3. They're like, alright, so, we've bought the rights to Fallout. And we want to have this really big, like, super doomy, gloomy, post-apocalypse thing, right? Just nothing but wasteland and destruction. These people are inches away from death and in a survivalist society every single day. And we're going to set it 200 years after the bombs fell. Or whatever the actual number is. Pretty much everything about that is wrong. And like I said, I am going to give that negative to Fallout 3. It's one of the dumbest things about Fallout 3. It was a classic example of underthought. They wanted their immediate post-apocalypse, because the way Fallout 3 is structured, it's like the bombs fell like a year ago. Maybe. Like, it could even be months ago. And that's the state of the world, right? And, you know, I would have been okay with that, for the record, if it had been set a year or a few months after the bombs fell. But I digress. Moving on. Let's do it. Yeah, Fallout 1 already was rebuilding, and Fallout 1 was firmly post-apocalypse. Fallout 2 had cities, and power, and plumbing. Yeah, me too, PM Tracks. I love it when a game has no substance, but lots and lots of style. You know what's really sad? I will be giving Fallout 3, this is just positives for its style. And I will, legitimately, because it has good style. Fallout 3 looks and feels like the bombs just fell. It's just I will also be giving that negatives, because that's how that works. That's how reviews work. So in case you're not noticing, the problem here is the physics barely know what to do with a moving, rotating object while I am also on it. That's the problem. Ugh, okay. Literally held my breath there. Don't mind me. Okay, we're cool, Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't even know what that was. Go up, please. Ah, okay. I guess that's where I started. Please get some good rest, Evo. I would hate to have to destroy you. And I would destroy you. Make no mistake. Good night. Okay. This is a long one. Yeah. Yeah. Go that way, please. You have the power to affect this, Evo. And the better rest you get, the less destroyed you are. Is it really pathetic that as I've been doing these trials, which it's worth noting I've been overall enjoying, and I will probably jot down a handful of positives for these trials. What I've mostly been thinking in my head is, God, I can't wait to do some of the dungeons in the other Zelda games. Please don't. Okay, there we go. Don't make fun. Okay, you can make fun. I'll allow it. I think it drifted too far. We started with breath because we also want to play tears. And the moment that statement became true, there was really no choice. Okay. Well. Okay. But yeah, the next game we'll be playing... First of all, you can type !next. You'll actually see the order of the games we'll be playing and everything. But the next game we'll be playing is Zelda 1. Yeah, you know what? Do I have any bomb arrows? I thought I didn't, but let's at least check. Oh, I actually have several. You know what? No, exactly, Rex. That is the problem, and that's why there's no brickwork positive for something that really probably should get brickwork positives. But it's not going to. Because there is no brickwork here to speak of. This is... Have you ever played A Hat in Time? How many temples are there? There's 120 shrines, if that's what you're asking. Whoa there, game. Whoa there, whoa there. But there are 4 temples and 1 dungeon after that. So the reason I bring up A Hat in Time is there's these little side puzzles. Now they're cool. Let me get that out of the way. I'm not trying to dismiss them or say the crap. But what they are is visually indistinct. You go through the little side puzzles and they all look the same. They're all puzzles, pure gameplay. This is actually something I've talked about a great deal back in the day. I was trying to explain to people why I value brickwork at all, why I give games like Mario and Mega Man brickwork positives to story, is because story is at its fundamental core context. It is the connective tissue in between gameplay. These rooms, these are gameplay without story. This is what that means when you have an absence of story in your gameplay. Not a negative, just devoid. And yes, I know there is a narrative point here, but it's so flimsy and excusey that it really only applies once. You know what I mean? One shrine gets to be, oh yeah, no, this is the shrine place where we keep all that stuff. Okay, cool. And then every other shrine is just repeating it. And oh my god, really? You know what, let's just do this. And yeah, they're like the Mario Sunshine Floodless levels. Pure gameplay. Absence of story. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's never going to be a particularly good thing. This will never hold up against, well, an honest-to-God dungeon. Yeah, Skyward Sword has some fantastic brickwork when it comes to its dungeon design. The ship, the golden temple, and the sun part of the temple, and the dark, you know, the moon part of the temple. Try to avoid some spoilers here. Like, that's brilliant. At least by memory. This is enjoy the exact same song and the exact same visuals for 120 micro dungeons. And I think, similar to my argument about the Korok seeds, I think that's ultimately why we probably are going to go ahead and give a negative to the shrines, because the sheer density of it, drags it down. It becomes white noise at a certain point, right? And I should mention, this is a huge chunk of the actual gameplay of this game, is doing these shrines. 120 shrines. Now, I hate to go back to the well because I've used this example like 20 times, but Mario Odyssey. Now, there's some bad moons in Mario Odyssey. I'm not trying to say there aren't, but there are hundreds and hundreds of inventive, cool, interesting, and fun moons in that game. They kept the variety high. And by keeping the variety high, they kept the boredom low. It didn't feel bad collecting 15 moons because it took you 10 minutes. And each time you were doing something different. And then you got that one moon and you couldn't quite figure it out. And you had to go through an entire side quest area and do an entire dungeon just to get that one moon. And then you see someone on the street, and they're like, "Hi, give me a high five." Whap! And there's a moon. That was brilliant, and I mean that. That's how you pace that kind of content out and still make it actually engaging. I never got bored of getting moons in Odyssey. And there's only one moon in Odyssey I hated getting. And like 3 that'll probably get negatives when we get there. Sorry for the rant. I apologize. Go away. Yeah, I thought the same thing. When I first heard there was like, what is it, 800 moons or something like that? Not counting the repeat moons. And I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. Speaking of the dungeons in this game, let's go do a dungeon in this game. We're at 8 hearts. Hey, Diane Kiddo. Listen, it's not my fault that Metroid Dread rocks. Where am I going? I guess here? Hang on. It's been so long, I don't actually remember how to start the dungeons. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it's in town. I'm a little mum on the specifics. Yeah, Elden Ring is very distinct in its visuals. You're either in a mucky swamp, a bloody swamp, or a screaming swamp. I just had a thought. 1 second. Probably ramble. We also have a Garden of Hands, also known as the Swamp of Hands. Oh, yeah, I've got a Sleeping Swamp, can't forget that. Just realized you're a Hylian. Just wandering around Hyrule, trying to find yourself? Yeah. I'm here on my honeymoon, but this town is seriously a hole. In Gerudo Town, they've got jewelry to buy. Zora's domain is a hoot with all the weird and spiritual fish people. But here, I just want to go home already. Ugh, give me a break. I can't believe my husband brought me here on our honeymoon. He already apologized, but if he doesn't want a divorce, I told him he'd better bring me a baked apple. Do I have one of those on me? Ignore the bomb, lady. Ignore the bomb. It's fine. I wasn't going to blow you up. I have one baked apple. I know that smell. You got a baked apple. Can I have you? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Cheers. Just hold out your hand. 100 rupees for a baked apple. Now, if only I could get my husband to cook me a baked apple every once in a while. I got a second stomach and a hollow leg for baked apples. Bring me as many as you possibly can. Okay. Oh, visitor, welcome to... Oh. That object on your hip. Everyone's just staring at our hips. Where are my manners? I am Connolly, elder of Rito Village. Now then, is that not a Sheikah slate on your hips that I just I can't stop staring at your hips. Oh, sorry. It's true. It means you must be a champion like Master Rivali, one of the few able to board the divine beast of a meadow. Oh, one might think the champions have been dead for 100 years. This boy must be a mere descendant, an inheritor of the Sheikah plate. Forgive me. Champion descendant. If you listen to this old man's request, you would have my eternal gratitude. Thank you, truly. Now that I know you have the blood of the champion, there's something I must ask of you. How do I put this? I'd like you to deal with the beast that's circling above us. Only a chosen one, a champion, can stop a divine beast. Citation needed. You must enter the beast and bend it to your will. I tried to explain this to the more headstrong Rito warriors, but they wouldn't listen to reason. Teba and Hearth tried to confront Meadow, but it did not go well, and Hearth was injured. Teba escaped unscathed, but I fear he now plans to face Meadow alone. As a descendant of the champions, perhaps you can help us. Please, find Teba and do a really terrible quest if this is the one I'm thinking of. Please don't be the one I'm thinking of, please. Sounds like you intend to help my husband in the fight against Meadow. Why do you have boobs? But to tell you the truth, there's not much I can do for you right now beyond telling you where my husband went. My husband headed to a place called the Flight Range. Ah! Yep, okay, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready to hate everything. I'm ready. I probably am, because I remember it very, very badly, Frieza.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
And then it went off and died. The end. Descendant, are you alright? Yeah, sorry, flashbacks. My apologies. I fear I've said too much. If there's anything you do not understand, please don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, no, I'm good. Bye. Personally, I prefer the air. Sorry. Alright, flight thing. Wee. Yeah, Rivali, I want to introduce you to a concept. It's called bird strike. Now, for those of you in chat who don't know what bird strike is, feel free to look that up. For those of you who do, was this a combat shrine? I actually don't remember. No, we were just running through when we did this earlier. is I must jump off the cliff immediately and go into the ancient shrine that's 10,000 years old. No, we don't have the money, Dame Celeste. We've been pretty poor our entire playthrough. We'll get there at some point. And I know I said we'd stop doing shrines, but I just want to see which kind of shrine this is really quick, because this might not be a combat shrine. It's not a combat shrine. Oh, this should be easy. I spit upon this shrine. Patui. Get the loot before it falls over the edge. Don't give me a sword. Thank you. You know, in a game where there's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of rupees you need for stuff, I'm shocked they don't decide to buck the trend and go above the usual, like, 100 rupees is a big deal, because, you know, it kind of isn't, right? Like, the armor we bought in order to be able to, you know, do stuff, that was 2,000 rupees. 2,150. Frozen chicken cannon. Interesting. Well, anyways, sorry. Sorry for the detour. Back to the MSQ. Or rather, the Primopt. I guess we could... If someone tried to argue that the 4 temples were MSQ, I wouldn't really argue against it. But at the same time, like, that exact same argument could be leveled at quite a few other things that are Primopts. So I'm going to go ahead and qualify them as Primopts, just for the sake of categorization. God. There is a GBA version, which is functionally the exact same version, Savicom.
Yeah?
Oh, and I also believe it's on the Switch. I can't check because I'd have to close the game, but I'm almost positive it's here on the NES thing right there. So that's the other thing to check. Sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
I don't know you. And I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Yeah, she needs to beat Zelda 1 before I beat Breath of the Wild. Which she will do like 5 or 6 times, because this game is colossally huge.
Hmm?
You need something, I'm busy. I can help you. Help me with what exactly? Meadow? Let me get this straight. Some random Hillian wants to help me bring down the Divine Beast. I'm not buying it. What's your name? Zelda. Zelda, huh? Well, Zelda. I'm Teba, but you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk sense to me. Is that right? Just like the Elder, trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. And when I'm going back to the village is once the beast falls from the sky. If I have to kill Meadow, so be it. Well, let's get started. Are you serious? Okay, far be it for me to talk you off the ledge. But as the Elder said, the only way to stop the beast is to get inside it. There's no chance of that happening. There's no chance we can get foot inside. Well, actually, not only you're wingless, you're brainless. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us and the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon, oh, damn that Ganon. He has so much character and his dick is so huge. Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Meadow, one step at a time. If we approach Meadow recklessly, its cannons will blast us from the sky before we even get close. Somebody to test you. Yep, okay, yep. Do the thing that you've been dreading. 5 targets in 3 minutes. Let's do it.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah, the Master Quest version of this quest sucks. And I hate it.
Keep it up. That's it. One more. Perfect.
Yeah, that was it. 5 targets in 1 bullet time. Yep, that. Yeah, that. Yeah. Gotta tell you, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. After seeing you handle a bow, which broke in my hands, by the way. You must have seen a battle or two. Hundreds of them. I believe it. Link, I've heard that name somewhere before. If you don't want to help me, it's now or never. I'll get into position. Inside the treasure chest is a bow. Take it. Let me know when you're ready. Well, I did just break mine. A Falco bow. Falco bow! It doesn't have the same ring to it. I appreciate it, dude. 20 bomb arrows. Okay, so hold on. Do we have double cold? We do have double cold resist. Right now, we don't really have any other armor. You know what we could do? We could swap that in. And swap that in. So now we've got double cold and a little bit more armor value. And we got some buff foods if we need it, which we shouldn't. We got tons of good weapons. We've got 37 bomb arrows. Let's do it. Yep. Let's do it. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Meadow? I can't just watch. I can't watch innocent people being terrorized. Imagine how I feel. That's fair enough. Right, get on. Careful, I weigh like 15 pounds at least. Seriously, we need to get Link a sandwich. Alright, showtime. Even I feel like I'm gonna freeze up here. There's a barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. See those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bombs. Destroy the cannons. If you need to withdraw for a bit, spread your cloth, float straight up for a while. I'll take the design to regroup. Don't bother aiming for the barrier. It's impenetrable. Whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, don't forget your cold protection. Yeah, I'm good. Let's do it.
You got it. We're in hot. That's it. Be careful.
God, where the hell has this been the whole game? This is actually cool. Sorry, but I mean, you know. This is even inventive. It's using the mechanics that already exist in the game in a clever way to create a boss encounter.
It's targeting us. That's the way.
There's even a neat little thing they do. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's very minor. They give you your stamina back to full when you re-pull your wing out. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to maintain lift forever. That's really smart. And it turns what would have otherwise been an extraordinarily irritating encounter into something cool and interesting.
One more.
It's even got music! We've even got this lovely storm effect, because we're so high up and we can just barely see Hyrule down there. Bits and pieces of it. Oh, that hurts. Oh, okay. Hang on, hang on. In fact, let's just go up to full, shall we?
We're in hot. We did it.
I think we got those 2 extra hearts, huh? And put on the armor. That's a good question, Jelly Leprechaun. I don't know. So, barrier down. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm having an extraordinarily early dinner today, so
Well done, Link.
I'm gonna get called away in a minute.
That thing is history.
Yeah, he's still injured.
Bad news, Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow. Good luck.
I got your back, dude.
It's all you.
I feel like this is the second to last one we did when I was doing this, and I regretted that so much. God, that was a terrible decision. It wasn't even a decision, it was just kind of coincidence. It ended up that way. So the dungeons operate differently from everywhere else, just a little bit. Obviously, they're their own little micro areas, and they have their own warp points.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent.
Oh yeah, ghosts are a regular thing in Zelda.
You're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map.
So I know what a Zelda dungeon is, thanks.
That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
The other big variance for the dungeons... Well, I actually might not be able to show it to you yet. One second. Let's get off of bomb arrows, very important. And get off of a real bow. Not a big fan of the temple music, such as it is. Dungeon music, I suppose. Either way, not a big fan. Could be worse. I remember the lead-ups to the dungeons better than the dungeons themselves. Like that section we just did? That was awesome. me. So this is the main way the dungeons are different. The maps. All 5 dungeons are fairly 3D dungeons, which isn't exactly anything new. We've been doing that since Ocarina.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The
But
terminals that will activate Meadow are marked by those glowing points.
it has a few
You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control.
slightly different... Okay, he's done.
Think you're up to it.
Shut up! It has a few little differences, but yeah, you can kind of see how that works as our mini-map down there. And we can actually do things like this from the map and take a degree of control over the dungeon. We'll have to do that quite a bit. An ancient shaft in here. I guess we know where Rivali went. Don't look down. As usual, the place is just kind of glutted in malice. Can I help you? See if I can Hawkman this. Probably not. Yeah, I think I literally don't have the range for it. I'll try getting a little closer. Ooh, okay, hang on. It's a much harder arc. Nope. No, I don't. Well, I guess I do have the eagle bow, but I think I literally have a range issue with the arc. So we'll do it the hard way. I didn't expect that. So what just happened, in case you missed that, was I shot, and the shot then became its own thing, which ignored the momentum of the moving thing. And then as the moving thing kept going, it slammed into the roof because the thing was moving. I honestly wasn't expecting the physics to not work. My bad. Whoa, ho, 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 there. Let's not fall out of the moving platform. Ham. Again. Don't look down. You know, this thing looks practically pristine for being 10 millennia old. That and it has functional rotors. Also, anyone else get the strong impression they were really inspired by the Metroid Prime maps for that map down there in the lower right? Just me? I mean, given what I know about the,
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
From what I know about the Malice, Dame Celeste, it makes sense that it would manifest like this as just this literal cancer. Slowly glooping over stuff and converting and transforming it as a consequence. Where it sort of falls apart a little bit for me is when a degree of intelligence gets involved. Because there really shouldn't be any. It should have absolutely no ability to think or process for itself. Beyond the most basic of instincts, if that. You know, I like that idea, Frieza. I like that idea very much, and I can prove that because I did that for the LTTP theater. Oh, I remember having issues with this for some reason. First and foremost, let's pull out. Oh no, do I not have... I don't think I have a Korok feather. Or a Korok... You know what I mean. Yeah, I don't. Of course I don't. What are you doing? What's up? What's up? It's lunchtime.
That's not lunchtime.
It's breakfast time.
Not breakfast time.
It's dinner time.
No, it's not dinner time. Why do you have so much toys?
Well, that's actually for work, believe it or not.
But why do you have so much?
I don't actually have that many. I only have the ones I like. Which one do you like? Which one do you like?
I like this one, this one.
Yeah, Samus, Peach, Rosalina.
Oh,
Any others?
this part of this one
You like the king?
and the crown part.
She likes King Knight.
Pink Knight.
Do you like her?
No.
So she likes Zelda. Do you like her?
It doesn't look like a girl.
Well, it is. Her name is Samus. See, she says hello. She is a total badass. And she's friends with Rock, who's right here. Any questions?
Why is Mario dancing with
Well, actually, Mario's dancing with Bowser. See?
oh.
Oh. I love that response. All right. Chopping off extremely early. I apologize, everyone. Tomorrow, at the usual time, for this. I'll see y'all.
Who's that?
That is called Plague Knight.